what was going to happen.
We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
Turn to page 15 in today's game program for the latest trivia question and submit your answer on the team.
Substitution being made in this one. Lillard, his first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
D's got it. Damian Lillard
Circus.
missed his first. That
was a circus shot right there.
So you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And they called the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
Kawhi Leonard. Can't connect. McCollum against Paul George. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Here's Leonard for two. Not that time. Top of the key. George. Wide open look. Won't go.
They're starting to rob me now. They're robbing me now.
Stay connected to him defensively or he'll eat you alive.
Oh, they called the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Lillard, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
I can shoot them a little bit too now. Now, I don't like to, but, you know.
Trailblazers with the basketball. McCollum. C.J. McCollum. 2 for 2.
You were able to do that all game, homeboy.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Curling inside. George sizing up Nurkic. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. To George.
They robbing me.
Deep two.
They robbing me now.
Lillard to McCollum. Portland has 4 to shoot. C.J.
Robbing me.
3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
And CJ is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Backcourt violation is called.
Insane.
Looks like
That's
the
insane.
substitutions are coming on in.
And look, they got my boys out of the game. They're taking my boys out in the first quarter. That's crazy.
Lillard. Textbook defense. To Williams. Knocked loose. Blazers come away with it. And they retain the possession. To McCollum. Fires the 3. 13 points here in the first quarter alone. He's knocked down 3 threes.
The defense better.
Y'all taking my boys out in the first quarter. Y'all crazy.
The offense to call the same play.
Doc Rivers making some changes to his lineup.
Okay, now I understand why you paused the game.
George,
glitch stuff.
much needed bucket right there with the 3. This game, a long way to go. They're back within 10.
This isn't going to be a rollover game. That's the kind of facial expressions you need from somebody who's ready to fight.
Beverly into the front court. Counting down towards a minute to play here in a very tight open
Don't give me no favor.
And the finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's
Don't do me no favors, because it will cost you.
Lillard. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
To Rodney Hood. Here's a chance from long range. Buries
That's all you're going to do, ain't it?
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Yusuf Nurkic with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Leonard, good
Bang.
sign that time, Jay, as they get one to go down. But now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end.
If you're looking at this game like you're looking at your week, it's the first quarter, which means that it's Monday. It's early. Just because you have
I'm going to come get you, homeboy. You don't stop right there.
Were you the kind of person who always had that case of the Mondays?
No, it's always Friday.
That's the way to
Circus.
go. Count the
Circus.
basket inside. Deep 3 at the
Bang.
buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Blazers have the lead.
You lucky on that, homeboy.
Ed Cohen, Jay
I'll
Williams
go
with
get
you
that 220
as we get things started here in the second
Look
quarter.
close. Look close.
To Williams. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
C.J. McCollum had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. Williams. He'll get it down low to Harrell. And the rebound taken in by the Blazers. Hood. Second effort. To McCollum. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Shot by McCollum won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Mo Harkless gets the 2.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
McCollum. He continues to shoot it well.
Ooh, you can have that shit.
That's 4
I can
threes
have
now
all that.
in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Man, he
Sorry,
is
missed
garbage.
a short one there.
That foul is
The pass set it all up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The pass taken away by the Clippers. To Harkless. And scores.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
you trying to cause me some problems over here, boy.
Match up with Harkless.
No.
Not done yet. Nothing going here on that drive. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. C.J. McCollum. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
McCollum here against Harkless. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the
Put my
video.
guys back in the game with you. I bet y'all still probably won't.
So deadly. Now, look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Paul George to Beverly. Has a chance. Patrick Beverly. He's 2 for 2 now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
McCollum into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. From long range, he continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
In scores.
Your defense is going to cause
using his ball handling to feel the game out.
or lack thereof.
He's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his
Going to
rhythm.
cost you.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Stepping in with Lillard's number 23.
Lillard knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially
better hope you don't turn
and let me
red.
tell you what that
That's
does
all
for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical
That's all
a
you
three-point
can do.
shot is.
And Kawhi Leonard
Can't do nothing else. I'm going to shut that down in a minute.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Lillard, it's good. Defense has to pick
You better
things
keep
up.
hitting them
Reps
motherfuckers.
on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. With that shot, he's 5
You
for
better
8.
keep hitting them.
Portland has the ball. Runner's good there.
It
Better
seems
keep
like
hitting them.
Yesterday, I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Lillard. That's how you defend.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
PG lets it fly. It's rebounded by Whiteside. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Got something to say or sell? Constant Contact's powerful email marketing tools make it easy to stand out while you get the word out. Create email marketing campaigns like a pro. Promote a sale or launch a new product. And do it all from one place. Power on with Constant Contact. Try it free at ConstantContact.com.
McCollum with the basketball. Up a dozen. Going to launch beyond the arc of a hot shooting night. Sets it up and slams.
We're never going to have
Here on their home floor.
a fair anything.
I mean, does this
Everything would be questioned.
Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Beverly into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Here comes the screen.
I never understood for the life of me
To Kent Bazemore.
why certain people
Foul, Jay. Those cat-like
never, or they have problems doing songs with people
Things up.
who they felt was old. Like, I don't want the fans to think we caught up in that. Like, what does that even mean? I don't want the fans to think we caught up in that.
Damian Lillard.
Where does that make sense?
Shot by Lillard.
Caught up in what?
McCollum with a shot. No good.
That's what blows my mind. It's like, I don't want our fans to think we caught up in that. Caught up in that.
4-2.
You paying homage to people
isn't a switch that you can just turn.
that you wouldn't even have a record deal if it wasn't for these people.
Penetrate, get into
At all. Nobody be checking for you. You talking about you don't want to feel like you caught up in that? Maybe you should have been caught up in that. Because all of those artists who talking about they don't want to do those songs with the older people and they want to be associated because they want them to be caught up in that,
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean
their careers is over.
ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in.
Against the Lehigh product. The screen sets him up for two.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn.
I mean, their careers are like that.
Right now.
Oh, with the foul.
So what did that really do for you?
At the line.
What does that really mean?
Shooter created contact on the upward motion.
Means, means nothing in layman's terms. So, for all y'all out there,
First free throw.
you want a hip-hop assignment, that's it. They need to put some respect on Lady B's name.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on.
Oh yeah, definitely like the video, subscribe to the page.
He engulfed.
God bless all of you, man. Hopefully you guys are doing well, having a great, healthy Friday. Love, peace, and hair grease.
Here's Leonard for 2. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Oh, a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
3 years.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 13, Paul George.
Paul George, 4-2. Paul George, 4 out of 10.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Kawhi Leonard tips it. They've got it in the open floor.
Get it out of here.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity
Bullshit.
and the effort, it's off the charts.
Lillard, tough matchup against George. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the second season in a row. Stop it.
Lillard And he knocks it down, Jay.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
To number 2, Kawhi Leonard. That's his second personal foul. The Clippers are now in the penalty.
And too much contact.
A simple touch foul.
Patrick Beverly.
Damian Lillard has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down.
For LA, number 23, Louis Williams.
I must be playing a kid. You looking at the computer.
Goes 2 for 2.
Staring at that boy.
And a whistle.
Welcome to new age
Yeah,
basketball.
stand at
If you're
that
below
boy
me,
like that.
That's a foul.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2, Portland Trail.
First one, count it.
Play ball.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. McCollum. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Kawhi Leonard. A fundamental shot right there.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Williams across the timeline. His guys down by 9. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. George sizing up McCollum. Lets it fly from long range. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough 3.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
No good. 3 quarters complete with the Blazers in front.
Put my stick hood out.
It's the Blazers with the
Quarter to
basketball. So we
separate
start the
you
fourth
got
quarter,
them
and
for
that
real from the
halftime
fake
lead
right here.
was cut down in the 3rd.
And just because the numbers on the scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum
Here we go.
back, they're going to come back and win this game.
Home stretch. Oh, you gonna give it to me? I'll take it.
And finishes strong.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Oh, 5-second violation.
You don't want to be doing that. You don't want to do. I got the stick in my hand, boy. Ain't no fucking breaks. I got the stick in my hand, man.
Beverly. To Paul George. Fires the 3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Lillard. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Leonard. Count it. 3-pointer is good.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Lillard.
Man, you a bitch. Bitch ball right there.
Damian Lillard is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet.
Sucker ball.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second is three. Got it.
Fucking jump shoot.
Hits all three free throws. It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly to Leonard. Ah, the monster stuff.
And one. And one for real.
Anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Lillard to Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood above the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
George is good. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Wide open look won't go. And draws the foul.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
C.J. McCollum at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Here's Leonard for 2. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Leonard. That right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
McCollum into the front court. Up 5. Beyond the arc for 3. Knocks it down.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Knocked loose. Blazers have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Lillard to McCollum. Clippers have it. Strong finish for Paul George.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to George. Trying to cash in. Second effort to Paul George. For 3. Can't connect. Works it up top. Yusuf Nurkic pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. To George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. Has a look. Lou Williams. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to